Well, it's Monday, and it looks like the U.S. Supreme Court has told Teflon Don that the E. Jean Carroll judgment stands and it's not going to get dismissed. She's got an 85 million or something like that plus interest judgment on him too. That the U.S. Appellate Court told him no, you're going to have to pay E. Jean Carroll. But let's move along here to Red Hook in the Virgin Islands there, and this 1953 trust and all the hocus pocus with real estate and hocus pocus with aircraft and hocus pocus with yachts and the funny deeds and the deeds of trust and etc. for Little St. James Island and a lot of the other real estate wheelings and dealings of Epstein and company with the Clintons and Teflon Don. It just goes on and on and on and on. Anand. Come on, where the hell is Q when you need Q? Come on, Q, let's get with it here and let's talk about Robert L. Vickers and Thomas Eichel and W.B. Etheridge and W.G. Horn III and the FBI guy, the FBI agent running the Western banks, Averill Harold Blackshear, and I don't know, talk about Pioneer Mortgage Funding there, and Mr. Cartwright and all the others that were involved with Memorial Bank, and there's just a whole list of banks that were involved in this real estate scheming and real estate scamming horse shit with the Klesson Land Investment Company, the old clique, old Donald Klesson and the Pinewood Village Boys, and let's see, Rita Lababetti Group, Westgate Investments, and all that gun running and weapons trafficking and prostitution and human trafficking and all the other crap that was going on out of Houston, Texas back in the good old days of the 1980s. And if you have any questions, you get a hold of Senior Federal District Judge Lynn Hughes, and you can get a hold of Federal Judge Lee Rosenthal. I guess Norman Black, he's not around no more. I guess he died. My old friend Lingo Platter and I got along pretty well. Let's see, get a hold of Ron Woods, get a hold of Henry Onken, get a hold of Louis Free, Ed Meese. Where the hell's Ed Meese? Is Ed Meese still around? You can get a hold of, the McDougal, Susan McDougal. Get a hold of Susan McDougal. And you can probably talk to Barry Seal and, who is that other guy there? Terry Reed. You could get a hold of, if they were still alive, that is. And all the money laundering, the hocus pocus of vanishing trillions. Which brings me to my conversations with HUD, the Federal Home Finance Authority, FHFA, the FHA, Federal Housing Administration, HUD. Hi, Catherine Austin Fitz. The United States Department of Agriculture, the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, the United States Secret Service, and the list just goes on and on and on and on and on. Anon. You following along? Take notes, Alex Jones. Come on, Alex Jones. You can take notes with Professor Bill Black and Patrick Lovell and what's his name there? Eric Vaughn and Mark Law and June Carbone and Lewis Clark and Paul Peltier. Take notes, ladies and gentlemen. All this vanishing of the trillions, like what Epstein and, oh God, Richard Secord and Oliver North and George Bush Sr. and George Bush Jr. and the whole gang, man. How many trillions have been looted? How many trillions have been laundered, FinCEN? Maybe, I don't know, Todd Blanche over at Department of Justice with J.D. Vance and Colin McDonald And here's one of my favorites. Get a hold of Muskrat over there from the Doggy, D-O-G-E, Dog E. Come on, Doggy, let's talk about those magic secret government computers with Sean Taylor, the conspiracy cop from Millersville, Tennessee. Come on, Sean Taylor, let's talk about all this with Sam Bushman. And, well, we can't talk to Brian Quigg anymore. They ran him down. They ran him over. They got rid of him, and they got rid of, oh, God. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It'll come to me here in a minute. Don Bowles of the Arizona Project. And the investigative reporters and editors of the University of Missouri at Kansas City. Let's talk about all this money stealing and looting and all this money washing and laundering with Teflon Don's favorite banks, J.P. Morgan Chase and Deutsche Bank and Credit Suisse. And we can talk to Select Portfolio Services of Mr. Basmajian there on Temple Square in Salt Lake City. Yeah, Select Portfolio Services, DocX, all those other robo-signing contractors and the fake papers, all the fake papers. If you got any questions about all these fake papers, just get a hold of Sam Bushman, Paul Peltier, Patrick Lovell. Patrick Lovell will tell you all about all these fake papers. And then get a hold of Gretchen Morgensen, the reckless endangerment. Pulitzer Prize-winning investigative reporter Gretchen Morgensen and Mr. Roshner. And let's see who else. Oh, yeah. Lee C. Olson, the special investigative reporter with the Houston Chronicle. And then Rad Salih. Yeah, I think that was his name. He was with the Houston Post. Rad Salih and William Pact with the Houston Post. They were writing all about Pioneer mortgage funding, the warehouse banks that my good old buddy Robert L. Vickers used. Yeah, Robert L. Vickers, W.G. Horn III, Whitson B. Etheridge, W.B. Etheridge, the Etheridge Real Estate Trust out of Conroe, Texas. Let's see. You can get a hold of Nelda Luce Radabow Blair. Boy, she knows those real estate schemes and scammers. Yeah, she does. Old Nelda Luce Radabow Blair and Judge Alan Barb Sadler. And where's Jimmy Dozier, the old county attorney Jimmy Dozier? Is Peter Spears still alive with Sheriff Joe Corley and Guy Williams? My good old buddy Guy Williams. Yeah, Judge Sadler thought I was crazy for the longest time, but then he told me he realized I'm not nuts after all. How many trillions have they stolen now? Daniel C. Rice of the Rice Law Firm in the Woodlands. And I'll pick up the phone and give my old friend Rick Williams with the Secret Service a call and ask him about all those rooftop whistleblowers that the FBI were ignoring in Houston, according, the guy's the Criminal Investigation Division director of the FBI. Chris Schwecker said they were ignoring the whistleblowers. Can you imagine that, Chris Schwecker? Everybody enjoy the links and the information you need are all posted below about looting trillions and laundering trillions and toxic zombie real estate schemes and scams.